Radio Rahim with John Ryder in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Did you ever think that maybe this would be the stage for the biggest fight of your career?
I often dreamed about fighting Canelo. I didn't once envisage. Well, I did envisage. I did say on a podcast that maybe the Azteca, 100,000 Mexicans. So somewhat of the way there, but Guadalajara, Akron Stadium, Jalisco is where it's taking place.
Well, I mean, Canelo is a challenge enough, but you really were begging to be up against it. 100,000 at Aztec. Well, I think there'd probably be like 99,000 Canelo fans there against you.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose nothing's been straightforward in my career, so why would I make my biggest fight an easy road? I know what the mammoth challenge I've got in front of me is, and I'm fully prepared for it. I've had a great camp with Tony Sims, my team, Dan Lawrence, and the rest of the guys, but I know what I'm up against, but I believe that timing is everything in this sport, and it's the timing is right for me.
Now, we know that Canelo's a professional, so we expect him to come in at his best, but we also, having been here this week, see this energy being something of a coronation. Like, it's the homecoming of the king. It's celebratory, almost like the fight is just part of the, the routine of the week.
Yeah, I mean, and we've got our own coronation back home in the UK. Prince Charles becomes the king, so maybe we can have two kings crowned this weekend from England. King Charles and King John dethroning Canelo.
There you go. That's that. Yeah. So, are you going to bring a crown to the stadium on Saturday night?
I might do. It's a bit tongue in cheek, but why not?
The kind of focus that it requires to take on a challenge like Canelo, few fighters even have an opportunity to do it, but a fighter like yourself who has, like you said, faced adversity before, put yourself in other guys' backyards, won fights that are an upset for you to win. Where does this rank in the experiences that you've had, and what can you take from other fights that will help you this Saturday night?
I think this is why this moment is that more special. I've had the adversity of the close fights going the other way in the past, and them dark days that lead to bright mornings, but at the time you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I think this has all prepared me for now. In the subconscious mind, I think it would have broken many a man, but I've kept the faith. I've dug deep. I've got a fantastic team around me, in trainers, managers, coaches. And I think it's all led me to now, and for this particular reason of this fight.
During those dark days, like you say, when those close decisions that could have changed the trajectory of your career even have gone the other way, do you ever think, like, it's enough with this? Like, maybe this is the wrong path for me altogether?
Yeah, I mean, because, listen, I've got a young family. I've got a daughter 8 and a son of 3 and a beautiful partner. So it would be easier for me to go out and get a 9-to-5 job and be home evenings and weekends and be able to go to the kids' plays and sports days and whatnot, and not be out running on Christmas Day. But I also have to dig deep in this sport to show my kids that you can achieve anything you want in this life if you're willing to put in the hard work, the dedication and the sacrifice. And I don't just want to motivate my kids, but I want to show them that you can get good things if you do work for it, and other kids along the way. Just want to motivate the future.
I see you're a family man. You've got your kids right there on the screensaver on your phone, and much discussion has been made about the financial upside to this fight, win, lose, or draw. Is a payday like this a win in and of itself? Is there a potential that, you know what, once that first bell rings, I've already won to some extent?
I think if you're looking at it like that, then you're looking at it the wrong way, because you're purely doing it for payday. If you tell me I could have that victory on Saturday night, I'd give you the money back. If I could walk away with them 5 belts on my arms, we'd do it for free. Do you know what I mean? It's just the thing of it being Canelo. It comes with the pay pack, which is nice because them belts are not going to put food on the table, but. We need that cold hard cash, and to get the supermarkets back home won't accept a WBC title. But no, listen, it gives me an opportunity to sort out my kids, my partner, and give us a good life. So why not? I've paid my dues in this sport. I've been in this sport a long time, so I think I've massively earned this shot, and listen, the payday comes with it regardless.
Now, you must know you're a huge underdog. The odds makers have this very, very wide. Have you put a little coin on yourself for like an extra tip if you can get the win on Saturday?
I haven't. I don't really. I don't mind backing sport, but I don't really bet on boxing when it's someone I know. I don't like to put that pressure on it. I like just to relax, enjoy fights, and not be chasing a seventh round stoppage because I've got £3 on it. I'd rather just go in there with a clear mind and just box to the best I can.
Now, do you accept that why the odds makers have made you an underdog, but do you think maybe they've made a mistake in making it so wide? Do you take anything from that?
No, I think they do their research. They see the 5 losses on my record. Obviously, not even against the calibre of opposition that Canelo's faced, although he has faced a lot of the people I've lost to. But I mean, these fights, the Callum Smith, Rocky Fielding, Billy Joe Saunders, were ultra close fights. I believe I beat Rocky Fielding. I believe I beat Callum Smith. Me and Billy Joe was a very close fight, which could have been a draw. But the other 2 fights, I believe I won and won well.
By definition, every fighter at some stage will be on the downside of his career. Canelo having experienced a loss against Bivol, some were not impressed with his performance against against Triple G the last time out. Do you feel like maybe you're catching him on a slide and this could advantage you Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, potentially. I mean, I did find it strange when he stepped back up to 175 to fight Bivol. I know when he fought Kovalev that he'd said that I think he instantly vacated the title and said it was too big a jump up to that weight. So I was surprised when he went back up there to fight Bivol, but and then obviously with the third and final Golovkin fight, I think we was all expecting Canelo to go in there and put it to bed and get Golovkin out of there, but Golovkin's as tough as they come, and he was there. But it was a convincing win. Canelo went into the wrist surgery, so I think it's all just there to be seen how he's recovered from the wrist surgery and what he's got left in the tank.
I don't expect you to tell me, but you can. If there is something that you see worth targeting, maybe something you zero in on about Canelo.
No, not necessarily. He seems like a pretty complete fighter. He seems to do everything well, the basics and the things that are not natural to people. But he's a great fighter, and he's been a great fighter. And I'm prepared for him at his best. I don't want the Canelo 2.0. I want the numero uno Canelo version. No hybrids. I want the version of Canelo at his best, because I want to go in there and I want to beat the best. I don't want no excuses afterwards. I want to know that I went in there against the best man I possibly could.
Well, if there are no chinks in Canelo's armor that you see worth exposing, then what is it that John Ryder brings to the fight that can best the numero uno Canelo?
I just believe I've got something he's not seen before. I know he's been in against 7 Brits before, but not me. And like I say, these 7 Brits, three of the 7 Brits he's been in with before, so have I. And listen, on other days, other judgments, I could have been victorious in them fights. So listen, we wouldn't be having this conversation if I'd had the 3 wins over them. This fight would have probably been long gone by now.
I saw Conor Benn upstairs, and he talked about how certain aspects of the boxing community he felt had failed him, but the few who did rally around him and remain his friends, he cherished. Obviously, he's been a part of your camp. How did that come about?
It's been great. I mean, Conor's obviously just trying to get himself back on track, and he's obviously had a hard year of it now, obviously with the fight with Eubank Jr. falling through and whatnot. But Conor's a great person to have around. He's a great energy. He's just been out here to get some sparring in himself, and he's been in and around the gym with me, but we've not sparred last week or nothing, but I had a good spar in Churchill's boxing gym in LA, and then we've come here and he's been doing his bit of sparring in the gym down the road, so we're not around each other too much this week, but our paths are crossing, and he's great to have by.
Is there anything that he brings to camp that inspires you even, or is helpful on the night?
Yeah, he's great for a prayer, very religious man. So when we need that moment before the fight, when we sit down and have a prayer, he's fantastic for that. And he's great. Just he's a wise head on young shoulders. So he's great just to sit and chat to at times. Obviously, he's been through so much in his young career and taken a lot of stick recently. But listen, we all believe what we believe. But at the end of the day, he's a friend, and I'm glad to have him here with me.
Where are you in your career? What stage are we looking at? Like, again, obviously a big payday, a huge stage. If you win, sky's the limit for the rematch, probably, purse-wise. But is this maybe, if not a farewell fight, maybe the last big moment that you see?
Well, it's all there to be seen Saturday night. We got to go in there and do a job Saturday night, come away victorious, then the ship keeps on sailing. But other than that, it's you have to sit down and evaluate with your team, with your family, where you go from there. And it's at the age of 34 now, there's not a rebuilding process to be had, I don't think. I can't be waiting another 4 years for a title shot, coming back in at 38. I think my partner would leave me and I'd have no home. But I think, no, just listen, I'm confident of going there Saturday night, doing a job and coming away victorious. So this ship keeps sailing.
Right, but does it sail home? Like, in the sense that you win this fight, do you take those 5 belts, stack them go over your mantle, and call it the best career you could have asked for? And if you don't win it and you got the payday, like you say, back to the drawing board seems unlikely. I mean, this ship may be sailing home either way.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think if you win those titles, it's a good question because it's hard. I mean, you've done everything there is to do then, but there's obviously that lure of defending the titles, getting the rematch. And listen, if you imagine beating Canelo here in front of his home fans, get the rematch back in the UK in front of my own fans, that would be an even bigger dream.
The biggest dream you could have probably is the one you've described. And you said, if you fought on, you might not have a home to go to. How difficult is it for your family and your children to watch you continue in this career? I mean, even for those who are winning, it's brutal.
No, listen, it is. And it's I've had a lot of, I think, 13 years as a pro now. So my partner's been through a lot of it, and my daughter's seen a lot of it. My son's only 3, so he's not seen too much. But yeah, I mean, at some point you have to put them first. And I've been very lucky that they're supportive and very inspirational in my career and always behind me. But I suppose, yeah, at some point there is going to come a time when they're saying enough is enough.
Are they here this week?
They're in Cancun at the moment. My partner will be over fight day, and then I'll go back to Cancun on the Sunday after the fight and have a few days there to chill with them.
And lastly, in case this is the last one, is there any message to them about Saturday night and the support?
I think, yeah, just thank you for believing in me. It's you've been a great driving force, and I'm going to enjoy sitting on the beach room for a few days next week. But I'm not ready to retire. I want to keep going, and I want to keep making you proud. I want to keep motivating you and showing you that your dreams can come true.
Well, I'll be sitting ringside Saturday night, and I hope your dreams, for your sake, do come true. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. It's been a pleasure to watch you work this Saturday. Radio Rahim with John Ryder.